Whether you're an auto mechanic working on trailers or just need to have a good tool set around the house, take a look at adding one of these by VEVOR. So what we have here is a 1/2-inch drive, crow's wrench foot set ranging from 1 1/16 all the way up to 2 inches. So if you're going to be looking at, if you're working on a lot of automotive applications, you're trying to put on a trailer hitch, even let's say, for example, you're working a lot around firearms or things like that, you might find yourself in a position where you're going to need a socket or a wrench, and yours just might not be big enough because they might go only up to 1 inch. So this set will give you from 1 1/16 all the way up to 2 inches. So what is a crow's foot? So let me pop one out and then we can discuss it. So a crow's foot is basically like a wrench. However, it is going to be significantly shorter. There's no actual wrench component behind it. This is meant to work with your socket, well, an actual wrench itself, a 1/2-inch drive wrench that you're going to stick into here, and then you can use it. So this you can stick into a lot of tighter applications where you might not be able to stick in a full wrench, an open end or a box wrench that you may be able to find. Definitely a lot of applications. These are also going to be a little bit on the thinner side for these type of platforms, so you can sneak them into a lot of the different positions. And this is also going to be useful for when you can't get a socket in on top. That's where these are going to fit in. Lots and lots of uses for these. So this set comes to us by VEVOR, and VEVOR has been a brand that's been making a ton of stuff, and they really made a name for themselves here on Amazon, and their motto is tough tools, half price, as you can find written on the bottom. That also means, because they are sold by Amazon as well, they are going to stand behind the products as well, which is definitely nice. So this particular set of crow's foots is going to be in your SAE sizes. Hopefully, maybe one day they're going to make a metric as well. However, generally, once you're using once you're working with fasteners that are this big, it's going to be in SAE, at least here domestically. Each of these is going to be made out of 41 CR alloy steel, which is, I'm sorry, 40 CR alloy steel, which is a Chinese steel. Typically, it's going to be almost like similar to 4140. So these should last for a long time, especially if you're not putting them into extreme situations, such as putting one of these with like 3 breaker bar attachments on there as well. They are going to have a nice polished finish on here as well, which is going to basically keep the liquids and everything out. You do get, it's almost like a fingerprint smudge magnet though, so I will say that. All of these are also going to come in this nice case. So you will be able to store them, and it is thin enough so you'll be able to stick it right into your workbench or things like that, and then you do, so basically it's a plastic, hard plastic container this way. I wouldn't bang it around too much, so when this shipped in the box, some of these did get loose, so I wouldn't be like 100% certain just like going like flipping these around, but you do have retention on each of these that it will hold it in place until then. So if you need crow's foots, or if you want to have a wrench that's going to be bigger just in case, or like plumbing things like that, this is definitely going to be a good set without having to spend a ton of money. Because if you've ever had to buy any tools that work with such bigger sizes, you know that they cost a ton of money. So here you're getting a set for a good price by VEVOR Tools.